Good job, bro.
Can you help me out?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Hopefully I'll be sponsored by Miller Lite soon. Dream job. Let me know when you're ready.
Good.
Is it recording?
All right, he's mentioned this is my 4th time coming up here. Kind of realize I'm getting old. If anybody wants to wish my back a happy birthday, it just turned 58. I really don't know how old I am. I quit doing the math. I just know I'm at that age where I can't eat Taco Bell and have sex in the same day. It's getting fucking cold out there, you guys. I barely come out of the house, but when I do, my balls do that Wakanda hug. Go right into my stomach. But the cold reveals some of my past injuries. I sprained my ankle during the slut walk. Really never recovered. But here's some solid advice I received. There are a lot of people doing their diets. They're doing the ketos and they're fasting. But I gotta say, from my experience, you gotta keep your carbs up if you want a solid blumpkin.
Oh, fuck. At least know what a blumpkin is, everybody.
And no Taco Bell. No Taco Bell. Look that up, you guys. Look that up. It's pretty good. All right, some people treat their bodies like temples. I just give mine beer, pizza, cigarettes. Fuck, I'm Evelyn's bar. Is anybody else still packing on them pounds from the pandemic? It's been about 4 years, but yeah. I'm still packing on them pounds, man. I ate a lot of pussy. A lot of calories in there. Just put that shit on Kringle. Sell out every time. I got a personal problem. You ever been out sexed? Out freaked? It's kind of scary. I don't like being in that situation. But I had a woman that was near and dear to my heart, and she suggested that, as soon as she gets out off of work on Friday, we're just gonna go at it. We're just gonna go all out. Friday, Saturday, fun day, Sunday, you know what I mean? So, again, we're just going at it. That was her idea of an amazing weekend. And Monday nights rolling around. I don't know if any of you guys like WWF, but it's Monday Night Raw. And I'm feeling like The Rock, you know what I mean? And I know what was cooking. It's probably something in that oven, so I got to thinking we need to get to CVS because these coupons are about to expire. I want to take advantage of those. Plus, I still got to push you down the steps, so we can end this weekend on a good note. But speaking on a good note, I want to talk about the time I was applying for jobs. It was like the very first time I'm kind of trying to get out there, find work, but I'm unfamiliar with the process, right? So I didn't know anything about, like background checks and fucking, what's that called? Drug testing. So, my first boss I'm kind of cool with, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna do a drug test. And I'm like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what fucking drugs we about to test? Line them up. So that wasn't the answer they were looking for. And I'm like, well, he said that. And I'm like, well, are we testing for quality? Because, I got it all, and I got a lot of background in that. So, I just remember like, damn, man, I'm disappointing my dare teacher. But I always thought, you know what I mean? I remembered that. So moving forward, I always thought, if my job ever drug tested me, I'll just hit them with I'll go to the clinic and I'll play dumb. I'll just take the cup, go to the room, turn on my phone, finish, and then give him a semen sample and sue him for sexual harassment. They caught wind of it and fired me. So I'm writing jokes.
Thank you, sir.
They're not that good. But I also passed up on an opportunity to be employed because I wouldn't take the COVID test. Any of you guys run into that problem or, scenarios like that? Fuck you guys. Well, there was a scenario where it was like, well, you can be employed, you just got to get the COVID test. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm not getting it. But I thought to myself, like, what would it really take for me to get this COVID test done? And I'm thinking, shit. Let them tell me I'm getting the even bigger penis and I'm signing up. You know what I mean? I know what line I'm gonna be in. Me and that motherfucker, 8 a.m. And that would give a new name to the booster shot, you know what I mean? Go get one of them. So, yeah, I quit my last job in the parking lot because I ran into my boss and he was a cocky motherfucker, but I thought I'd, say what's up. And I remember walking up to him and I'm like, man, that's a really nice car. And, I'm thinking like he's about to give me some wisdom. So he pulls me in close and he's like, if you stay dedicated, and you stay focused, and you get after your goals, I'll drive an even better one next year.
That's about right.
So I quit my job because I didn't, fuck all that. So I'm filling out applications right now and I hate that I can't put that I speak Spanish. So I lie. And I just say I'm Hawaiian. I go from aloha to hola, you know what I mean? So it's just the lion part in me, it's a Scorpio. So, I just think it's a trait that we have. And sometimes I like to lead with a lie. And I like to say like I'm a Libra. And then a girl will be like, oh, I can totally trust you. And then I say, yeah, which is something a Scorpio would say. So, I'm a God-fearing man. So fuck the devil. So we're gonna have to tell it. You guys wanna hear a joke?
Yeah.
All right, so there's jokes about the devil. He's on a good day, actually. 3 guys die, and they're on their way down. And like I said, the devil's in a good mood. So when they get down to hell, the devil tells them that, today's your lucky day. I'm gonna grant you one wish, but you gotta stay locked in this room with it for 50 years. So the guys are thinking, they get to thinking right away and they're like, he looks at the first guy. The first guy's a little heavy set, bigger guy, just fat ass really. So he's like, lock me in the room with nothing but the best foods you can find on this side of the Mississippi. So the devil laughs, grants him his wish, and locks the door. The second guy, he's a little horny motherfucker, right? So he's like, give me nothing but the finest females you can find on this side of the Mississippi, right? So the devil laughs, grants him his joke, and then slams the door. Well, the third guy, he's a pothead. And he's like, give me nothing but the best buds you can find on this side of the Mississippi. So the devil laughs, slams the door, and walks away, right? So it's about 40 years go by. The devil decides, I'm going to check up on these guys. So he opens the first door, right? And it's the fat guy. He opens the door and it fucking reeks, man. There's spoiled food everywhere. The guy ate himself into a blob. And he's just yelling to the devil. He's like, help. So the devil laughs, slams the door and walks away, right? So he goes to the second door. And this is where the horny motherfucker's at. So as soon as he opens the door, he hears nothing but babies crying, women bitching at him, complaining. And he looks over at the devil and he's like, help. So the devil laughs and slams the door and walks away, right? So he goes to the third door and he slides the key in, right? And he turns it and the motherfucking pothead kicks the door open. He's like, you got a light? All right, guys. See you next week.
Thank you so much. Metal Man, everybody.